Hey, and welcome back to the Gus and Rus show. I'm Gus.
I'm Russ.
This is going to be a little bit different episode today, more of like just a free-form podcast, as there's an announcement at the end of the episode. If you want to skip the announcement, feel free. It's your fucking world, we just live here. Actually, no, fuck it, we'll announce it now. In the upcoming weeks, we're going to have or I guess next episode, we're going to have a schedule change. As to where we're instead of doing episode every week, it will be every other week. That's mostly just to accommodate other things we do outside of this, like everything else we do. And then also I work on different shows, so it helped me balance the editing schedule a little better.
Yeah, that being said, it's not like we really kept a tight schedule beforehand, but we're going to try to keep a more manageable schedule.
I mean, we can at least give the illusion of trying to maintain schedules.
The illusion of professionalism. That's what we're best at.
It really is. So today we're just going to do a little episode discussing things we're excited for that are coming out in the future. There's one that Gus has been on about for literally forever. And want to go and jump into that, Gus?
Yeah, sure. Cyberpunk 2077, which is a video game, so it's a bit different. It's developed by guys who did The Witcher 3, and basically it's the title,
And that didn't do well at all, so...
No, it's terrible. It's what it says on the tin. It's Cyberpunk. It's based off the role-playing game Cyberpunk 2020. And it, basically set a far-flung Blade Runner-esque future where you can just free run around and do, you work, you fight big corporations, or you work with them, or you hack the system. Man, it features Keanu Reeves.
What is this? Oh yeah, it does.
It does.
What does he do? Is he a main character, or is he just kind of there?
He is a main character in the game. My understanding is basically he is. So there's the overall plot is you find a chip that's supposedly the secret to immortality, and I guess like a ghost in the shell sort of thing. And on the chip though is a corrupted version and a corrupted AI that's Keanu Reeves, who takes the form of Johnny Silverhand, who used to be basically this huge rocker back in the day. He's a character in Cyberpunk 2020, the role playing game.
I've not played it.
I haven't either.
Oh.
I watched a lot of videos on this.
All right then.
And so I'm down to play it though.
Oh.
And so it basically it's him helping the player sort of after they got ambushed and sort of left for dead, sort of getting their revenge. While also these guys' own political agenda going on that the player has to sort of uncover. But it looks like it might be one of the best games of the year. Which is not saying a lot because most games have been delayed or basically indefinitely or just basically scrapped till this whole virus thing blows over.
Then a lot of new games have just not been that good.
Except for Animal Crossing and Doom.
I've only played neither of them actually. No.
I played a demo of Doom Eternal.
How was it?
Pretty good. I played the first actual Doom game I played the first new Doom in 2016.
I just got that a few months ago.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty fun.
Outside that, I mean, there's a ghost of Shimizu. There's something of that nature. It's the samurai game.
There was Sakura, which I really want to play, but I have not bought because it's $60 and I'm not spending that.
We don't have that kind of money here.
Exactly. We're in a cardboard box right now.
It's got great acoustics though.
It really does.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking to be probably one of the best games of the year. But granted, not a lot of competition in that avenue. A lot of competition in film either. Considering, especially right now, what is it?
You got Trolls World Tour.
Yeah, Trolls World Tour. The Invisible Man actually is pretty good.
I heard. What was it? There was some movie that apparently got really well received. It was that. It was basically think of trolls but make it medieval. What was that? It was the guy and his brother, and they're both orcs.
Oh, Onward.
Onward. I heard
that is a terrible way to describe that film.
That's what the back of the box said.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's in front of me right now.
Okay. Well,
I heard it got really well received. Everyone was talking about it.
It's a Pixar film, so I mean, yeah. But I've also it's not medieval. The fact that the play on it is that it has medieval characters and tropes, but it's set in a modern time. And then after that, I don't understand.
I don't see what I got wrong here.
You're breaking my brain with that fucking analogy.
Which part of that upset you the most is my question.
The part where you just described it's like Trolls World Tour, but it's medieval.
That's accurate. That's what the top review on Yelp said.
We're going to Yelp now.
Yeah.
Didn't a reviewer once on Yelp also say that No, wait, that wasn't you. That was somebody else. But I remember reading a Yelp review where one of our coworkers threw a ketchup bottle at somebody and screamed at them, and I'm like, that did not happen.
It did not happen.
But
I know who that was, and I'll tell you later who that was.
No, I remember who it was. But moving on to that, so outside of video games, going back to our kind of bread and butter and film movies, one that we are both really excited for is Antlers, which is...
It looks so good!
It's got a pretty solid cast. It's got Jesse Plemons, who is most probably known as, I think his name is Mike from Breaking Bad, or not Mike. Meth Damon. I don't know his actual name. Todd from Breaking Bad, and then...
Did you say Meth Damon?
He looks exactly like Matt Damon. Google him right now, and you tell me straight up he does not look like Matt Damon on methamphetamines.
Okay, who am I Googling?
Jesse Plemons.
Jesse Plemons.
And
what
then,
a name.
Yeah, and then Carrie Russell, who is mostly known for being in Felicity, and then also doing one of the Dawn of the Planet of the Apes movies, like the newer ones, Vanity Circus, which are baller.
Jesse Plemons.
Yeah.
Am I Googling him in Breaking Bad, or just him as a person?
You can also Google Todd Breaking Bad.
I'm just going to Google Todd Breaking Bad.
You know what I find really interesting is...
what is... That is Meth Damon, you're right.
It is Matt Damon.
Wait, look at that. Meth Damon.
It's Matt Damon.
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting concept. I guess it's it's kind of been done before. I know there's this one film with, what is it, Arnold Schwarzenegger, where he has to protect his daughter during a zombie apocalypse, but his daughter is slowly turning into a zombie. So
Terminator. All of them.
All of them. It's actually a zombie apocalypse. It's like you thought it was robots, but it's actually zombies. It's
exactly.
Fucking twist for the ages.
It's all just a metaphor about zombies.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, they're just robots, but because they're not thinking, they don't have brains, so they're just go.
Yeah. And I will also minorly mention as well as Set of Antlers.
Yes. I'm so excited for Antlers.
It is really exciting. It's a cool concept. It has a really badass trailer, and it's got a good cast.
I hope they release it on some sort of digital platform early.
Yeah, it's supposed to be released last month.
I know, and we were gonna go watch it. Now,
I think if
now we can't. I'm not bitter at all.
I think if Scoob does well, they might consider releasing it.
If what does well? Scoob.
It's the newest Scooby-Doo film.
Have you seen the trailer for it? Because I saw a picture for it and it looked terrible.
It's not good.
Is that new animation style where they have goofy faces now?
Yeah, I saw a clip of it online when Mark Wahlberg plays Blue Falcon, having the guy who assaulted a bunch of Vietnamese people back in the 90s play a superhero is an interesting choice, but we'll roll with it. And he is his opening scene, he's dabbing and stuff like that. And it's one of those things where I feel like this is basically the movie as if it was written by that Steve Buscemi character where he walks up the skateboard and goes how do you do, fellow kids? If that guy wrote a screenplay for Scooby-Doo, it'd be this movie.
So what you're saying is I'm going to watch it.
Oh yeah, you're going to watch it. In fact, that's your next assignment, is going to be that Scooby.
I will burn down the studio, Gus.
At Cardboard Box, that releases a lot of toxic fumes, Russ.
Oh shit, you're right. The green crowd would never go for that. Shit. No. But no, on topic. Yeah, no, Mark Wahlberg committed a hate crime back in the 90s.
That's not really on topic, Russ, but yeah, in fact, it's very off topic.
I thought that was a topic.
Only we could go from Scooby-Doo to Vietnamese, or to anti-Vietnamese hate crimes.
You said Mark Wahlberg, I went for it.
So that's and also the thing is, all this current track record, that is up there right now for Academy Award for Best Animated Feature just by proxy of being a big studio animated film.
And one of the only ones available.
One of the only ones available. I will say, streaming is probably where it's going to be at for at least the first half of the year.
I would say so.
Because streaming already, they've been releasing a lot of really great stuff. Netflix had that Extraction film, which was a really great action movie.
I didn't watch it.
I wasn't the biggest fan of the story. It's not an amazing film, but it's a highly watchable film. It's got and again, great action. Also outside of that, they also Netflix just put up today, May 15th, Avatar: The Last Airbender, also on Netflix, all 3 seasons, all episodes. Okay,
I was scared of the movie, and I didn't want that.
Yeah, what's really funny about this is literally, I think, it was just a couple of months ago, you got me The Last Airbender on Blu-ray.
I did. So I want a full refund on that, obviously. Just ship them back, if anything.
Just ship them all back.
All back. The upsetting thing was, I was mad too at the time, because I got you those. I went the next day to a different store, found $15 less.
Yeah.
Now they're releasing them on Netflix.
Yeah.
I really lost this deal horribly.
You did. This is a very short-term game, long-term disaster.
Exactly.
But those are most of our endeavors.
It really is.
Going like, and then so kind of coming back to film.
Yes.
So like obviously the second half, like I mean, some stuff like the Batman, for instance, got delayed. But there's still like hope. I mean, I would say Hamilton, the Broadway.
Is that still coming out?
That's coming out on Disney Plus. Actually, they moved it up to June or July 3rd.
Is it only on Disney Plus? Because I do not have that.
It's only on Disney Plus. Gloria,
I am sick of these monopolies, Gus.
Gloria for sure has a Disney
I know
Plus.
she does. Does she?
I would be shocked if she didn't.
I hope she does, because I'm going to steal it.
For the listener, by the way, Gloria was the guest in the last episode, and are you wondering why did Rus replace a woman of color with a straight white male? Who knows? I think maybe that's just he just didn't like the idea of a woman of color being his equal. I guess who's to say? Who's to say? So yeah, I mean, it's on Disney Plus on July 3rd or June 3rd. One of the two.
Did you see AMC throw a little hissy fit?
I did.
You saw that?
That is so stupid.
What was it? They're gonna stop showing Pixar movies now?
No. It was so Universal. They released Trolls World Tour.
Oh, was it Universal that mad at?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the CEO of Universal, the guy who's in charge of one of their neither Universal or Paramount, said we actually really liked how Trolls World Tour did, and we're looking into releasing it on VOD and in theaters.
Yes.
And obviously the president of AMC threw a hissy fit and said we're not going to show Universal films, which I highly doubt because coming up in the next year and
they make too much money.
They do because it's like Fast and Furious 9 is still on track to come out this summer, and then there's also still like Jurassic World 3 coming out next year. Like there are big films where they're going to make billions of dollars on the line here, and there's like nah, we're not gonna no, of course you are.
I was considering getting that AMC movie pass before this entire thing happened. I've heard it's a really good deal.
It is a really good deal. I feel like that would probably go the way of like the other movie passes where it starts out a really good deal and then they heavily restrict you and then they just completely go bankrupt.
I mean, AMC is already not doing that well.
They really are because they got bought out by Amazon, so their stock price rose up.
Oh, okay.
But outside of that, I mean, it's not looking good for movie theaters in general.
I mean, aren't there only a few major movie chains and there's a few independent ones and that's about it?
Yeah, there's independents like Alamo Draft House, but for the most part, AMC owns a vast majority.
And isn't there only two other ones that I can't think of right now?
Yeah.
Because what was it? Cinemark got bought out by AMC, I think, because that's what used to be down the street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cinemark.
You were okay best.
Yeah, so it's an interesting scenario to see how this whole thing plays out, and then. I would say another recent release that I watched that wasn't good was Capone.
Who was playing Al Capone in this?
Tom Hardy.
Oh, I thought I have hopes for Tom Hardy in those things.
The thing is, he had the potential to be really great. It's a good casting.
Was it poorly written?
It was poorly. Yeah, it was poorly directed and edited. It's by Josh Trank who.
What's he done?
Well, he did Chronicle back in 2012.
Okay.
That's the found footage film with the three teenagers get telekinesis, which was awesome.
Oh.
But then he did Fan Four Stick and completely ruined all that goodwill. And then he did this. So I wanted this film to be good just for his sake because I thought he was a really cool director. And he
shit the bed.
And he shit the bed. He is 1 for 3. It's not a good look.
That's not a good look.
I was hoping for an M. Night Shyamalan kind of comeback, but then he just kind of skipped Split and then just went straight to Glass.
What was M. Night Shyamalan's comeback?
The Visit and then Split. Look, I'm willing
to... Oh, it was Glass you didn't like.
Yeah.
It was Glass that pissed you off so much.
It didn't piss me off, but it was a...
You weren't happy when you talked about it.
I wasn't, but that's just because it was highly disappointing. I was like a parent. I was like, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed. But it was he did Unbreakable, which in my opinion, I get everyone talks about The Sixth Sense, but Unbreakable is my favorite Shyamalan movie. Then he did Split, which was really good, and I was like, oh my god, he's fucking back. And then he shoots the bed.
Glass. Isn't Glass the third in that series?
Yeah.
What was it? Okay, if it's Split.
Unbreakable.
Split, Glass. Do you think he just could have gotten away with just not making Glass and just leaving it at Split?
He could have, but the thing is, there's a Bruce Willis cameo at the end where everyone oh my god, it's gonna be a comeback, it's gonna be a crossover, and I think so. He was planning to make Split planning to make Glass,
and then he fucked it up.
Yeah, and I get like it's obviously it's really difficult to make a good film,
It is.
but a guy of his talents, I feel like he could have done better. I guess, but then again,
I hope he hears this and just knows we're upset with him, disappointed.
yeah, I mean, kind of at the same time, like I'm not as mad as I am as I still am mad at the Last Airbender. That's like,
Is that his movie too?
yes.
Why?
I don't know, because the thing is, like, he actually,
Why
like,
did he agree to
he
that?
had this such a solid run for a while, and then he did The Happening, which was terrible, and then he did The Last
It wasn't
Airbender.
that bad.
The Happening, the
Wasn't
one with
that
Mark
bad.
Wahlberg talks to plants.
It wasn't that bad. I didn't mind it.
There's a lot of things you don't mind.
If y'all could see the look Gus just gave me, I really wish we were doing a video format right now to where y'all could see that.
I'm gonna murder you after this podcast is over.
That's not nice,
I'm
Gus.
saying it now so people know it's premeditated.
Is that a legal threat, Gus?
It is.
Can this be held liable in court?
Kangaroo court.
Shut the fuck up, Gus.
Um,
Oh, but speaking of fucking kangaroos, I saw a video on Reddit the other day. It scared the shit out of me. I don't know if you've seen it. I might send it to you later if I can re-find it. I don't want to re-find it. I thought kangaroos had just like a little pouch, you know? Apparently it just opens up into them. I don't like that, Gus. Don't like that one bit.
oh, it opens up into them?
That's what the video was.
Oh, so the Joey can climb up into, like, oh my god, that is so terrifying.
No, and like you could see like bones like behind the Joey, and I didn't like it. Was not a fan of it. Don't want it. I don't know if that was like a fake video. It might be. Probably some fucking animal rights activist like, you're a fucking moron. You're right. You're correct. That statement always held true. Okay, but this time, it scared the shit out of me. And it's one of those things where like it was one of those times where it was like 2 a.m. I'm laying in bed just scrolling through Reddit, and I see that and it's like,
Yeah. Usual Friday night for Russ McIntyre.
I'm gonna get up and get a glass of water, and I'm gonna turn the TV on, and I'm just gonna wait a second.
Yeah, no, it's yeah, I mean, the things you can do nowadays, like deepfakes and all that, are insane.
Oh, it's terrifying.
It is.
Because I had a professor last semester that, like, she had a unit on deepfakes, and at first when she like started the unit, we all thought she was batshit insane. And no, as we went on, no, people can really edit shit really fucking well.
Yeah. And so speaking of editing, going back to film, cool
Yes.
segue.
Hell yeah.
Nailed it.
I'm gonna buy you a Segway, Gus.
You know, one of the owner, I think it was like the guy who created Segway, or the guy
He
who
died
owned-
on a Segway.
He died on a Segway.
What are you like?
He veered off a cliff.
Why was he riding it next to a cliff?
I don't know.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
That's a bad idea.
He's Italian. What can you do?
I'm calling Italy for that.
But so, the final like kind of piece I want to talk about is it's pretty down the line.
Yes.
And like there's like some MCU stuff coming out later, like Black Widow, but Dune by Denis Villeneuve, but like that incredibly stacked ass cast. Like that, it's a dummy thick cast, Russ.
How many C's?
Like at least 5.
That's a lot of. That's a lot of fucking C's.
Yep, it's a lot of CCs.
I don't get that.
Cause it's like CC of like injection.
You're gonna have to tell me that after. You're gonna explain it after the show.
Okay, Russ.
Yeah. 'Cause
and-
I do not understand what you're saying.
Okay, but it's like got Timothée Chalamet, Zendaya, Oscar Isaac, Jason Momoa, Javier Bardem, like Rebecca Ferguson, like incredible amounts of cast with like a $200 million budget, and there's gonna be like 2 of them. Like any other director, I'd be like, this is gonna fail spectacularly, but because it's Denis, or Denis, I don't know how to pronounce his first name.
There's hope for it.
There's hope for it. I mean, this is the guy who did Blade Runner 2049.
It could still bomb though.
Oh, it's gonna bomb.
Oh.
Like no, like.
But you just sound so hopeful 5 seconds ago.
Here's the thing: is like, I have hope it's gonna be good.
Yes.
But here's the thing: it's an incredibly stacked cast. But you're talking about a sci-fi property that is north of 50 years old. That is like a lot of technical, rich information you got to kind of proceed through. And it's like there's 2. It's like, I guess it's just depending on how well this first one goes, but it could easily like be like. Just like it could easily lose a lot of money for Warner Brothers.
I mean, that just sounds like one of those things where, like, in the boardroom, they're like, this is too big to fail, and then it's just big enough to fail. Who ever thought of the idea of too big to fail? Because things that big typically fail.
I don't know. I mean, Wall Street survived. I mean, there's casualties like Lehman Brothers, but I mean, for the most part, the wolf dies, but the pack survives.
Fair enough.
But I mean, yeah, in terms of gaming, like, Cyberpunk and Ghost of Shimu, I'm gonna look up what that's called.
There's a new Neo coming out, which is supposed to be like Sakura's rival. I played the first Neo. I played the other day. It's good. I mean, the fuck y'all doing? I've been playing it. I played the other day. It's fun, but it's one of those things where it's super linear, to where you always know where you have to go. You can't really venture off course.
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks in that, right? Where you can't really adventure around, just go over here and go around that way. You just kind of gotta go through it.
Yeah, I would say, I haven't played it. I mean, from what I recall, I think is Sakura, is that like the game where it's sort of like similar to Dark Souls in terms of difficulty and all that?
Take Dark Souls and make it like in ancient Japan.
It's weak Dark Souls, basically.
Yes. If y'all want to watch a really funny time, go watch Super Mega's playthrough of Sekiro with Ryan McGee. Fucking great time.
And so finally, I guess we.
By the way, Super Mega, that'll be $40 for that little ad we just did. So get back to us, please.
Yeah, it's $10 for every person who watches and listens to this podcast.
Yes, this is legally binding, so good fucking luck.
Yeah. So I mean, is there anything besides Antlers that you're really looking forward to, or?
There's something that already came out, but I haven't watched it yet. But I bought it. I got Just Mercy the other day. I'm really excited to watch it. It looks really good. I think Glory and I might watch it together, or I might just get excited and watch it early. I don't know.
Back on topic. I mean, despite all the lows of this year, there are a number of potential highs in entertainment. Not in terms of money making. But
there's no hope as far as money making goes right now.
No. But in terms of quality products and future endeavors, the technology expanding, I think it's a really exciting time for film and for television and video games. And
is there any show that you're excited to start watching?
I mean, I am probably going to rewatch Avatar: The Last Airbender, but I will, if I make a recommendation, Castlevania on Netflix.
Is it live action or cartoon?
It's cartoon.
Okay.
But it's really good.
It's really good?
Yeah.
There was something you and I watched the other night. It was
The Midnight Gospel?
The Midnight Gospel. I'm actually might start watching that in my free time. It was one of those things where you were right. It's weird as fuck and trippy, and you probably should not be sober watching it. But it was something that was interesting enough to keep my attention. It was.
I looked at it. Apparently, it's basically just I guess a podcast, but animated is the gist of it.
So, is there any good news you got for us before? Because this is gonna be a short episode. We're almost done, probably.
In terms of
any good news, anything that's happened, anything positive you can think of in this trying time, if there was one.
Positive news. I think I got a lot more time to kind of catch up on TV shows I've been looking to watch, but it's about
Were you ever short on time, Gus?
I think it's the guy at the end of that Twilight Zone episode. You have all the time in the world, but it never really feels like it.
Is that the guy that hid in the bank vault and?
In the bank vault, He walks out. He has all his he's all his books, and he trips. And he breaks his glasses.
I mean, if he's nearsighted, he could just hold it really close to his face. He can still figure it out.
He could also.
If he's farsighted, put it a mile away. You can figure it out.
Yeah, I guess what he could do is just try to remake the glasses.
You could try to find a glasses shop and see if any of them are close to him. This is still a little blurry, but I can kind of figure it out.
I got to imagine that with modern industrial technology, they probably just there's probably some factory somewhere that has a boatload of concave or prescription glasses of every kind of prescription, or at least not the whole glass with a little lens in them.
At least one that's really close to his prescription.
Yeah.
To where he can just kind of bolt them together and make do.
Yep. Yeah. But yeah, no. I mean, you have any positive news you want to share?
Not much. Nothing really too...
What a downer ending.
I know. That's the moral of life. Is it all sucks in the end.
Moral of life, according to Russ, is that nothing is sacred, nothing is important. You will all die alone, and if you're going to start a podcast, always choose a straight white male over a woman of color. They're better co-hosts that way. I pretty much think I got down your whole thing right there.
No, yeah, I can't argue with any of that. That's all sounds good.
Yeah.
This has been Gus.
This has been Russ.
You sound so disgusted saying my name. I don't blame you, but it still hurts.
Well, there's a solid second I had to pretend that I had parents who didn't love me. Well, sorry, I should amend that. I had to pretend I did have parents.